And when I was doing sales, I just felt like I wasn't doing what made my soul shine, if you could get that. I like TLA because I felt like it offered more than just a classroom experience. It had comprehensive programs. I was able to get my IIBA certification. Everything was very hands-on and it gave me practical experience for the career that I want. And it was an amazing investment.
Hey, Ava, massive congratulations on becoming a business analyst. You are officially a career hacker. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. I feel like I am pursuing what I've always wanted to do.
That's amazing. Okay. For all those students that don't know you on this call, tell us a bit about yourself, a bit about your background.
Hi guys, my name is Ava Taylor. I live in Dallas, Texas, and like many of you, I worked a sales job. I was I always felt like I was supposed to be doing things with more purpose, and when I was doing sales, I just felt like I wasn't doing what made my soul shine, if you could get that.
100%. I completely get it. That's actually a really good saying. Okay. What was the problem that you had prior to joining TLA?
Before TLA, I felt like with sales, I was working unpredictable hours. I felt like there was limited growth opportunities. It often made me feel very frustrated and undervalued. And when I tapped into my analytical potential, I felt like I was on a more practical path and in a more fulfilling career.
That's amazing. And why did you choose to join TLA specifically over any other company course program?
I like TLA because I felt like it offered more than just a classroom experience. It had comprehensive programs. I was able to get my IIBA certification. Everything was very hands-on and it gave me practical experience for the career that I want. And it was an amazing investment.
Amazing. Okay. And did you use like job portals or was it mainly using LinkedIn?
I mostly use both portals. When I was using LinkedIn, I had guidance from the TLA mentors, so they were able to get me connected with recruiters and industry professionals that was opening up doors that I didn't even know existed.
That's amazing. Okay. And what type of questions were being asked at the interview?
The interviews mostly focused on practical business scenarios. They wanted to gather um, how I handled gathering information or data, analyzing that data, and managing stakeholder expectations. They wanted to see how I can manage problem solving um, from the retail world that I used to live in to tackle real business challenges.
Amazing. And how did you go about preparing for the interviews?
For those interviews, mostly mock interviews, they would ask me a lot of the questions that I would be given in the real scenarios. I was studying cases, I was engaging in a lot of role play, and the internship experience, it provided me with tangible examples of what would actually be happening. It was taking it to a whole new level of tangibility for sure.
100%. And what did you do differently in this interview compared to all the other interviews that you had?
I felt like I was able to be myself. I feel like I was able to tell my story. And although I faced a lot of challenges in the retail, I felt like I was able to have a transformative experience with TLA, especially with the way that they handled internships and highlighting my IIBA framework for real problems. And it definitely set me apart and showed me a world that I've always dreamed of.
That's amazing. And what tip would you give to all those that are currently looking for roles right now?
I would tell everyone to invest in your future by gaining practical hands-on experience. I would say to look for programs that combine industry recognized certifications like IIBA with real world projects and mentorship. And don't underestimate the power of networking, especially on platforms like LinkedIn to open up new opportunities.
That's really, really sound advice. And final question for me, which part of the program do you feel helped you the most?
I feel like the internships were really helpful because it bridged the gap between theory and practice. I feel like I was able to have concrete examples of what situations I would be dealing with in that field and excel in the actual job. When I combined my IIBA certification with the mentorship, I felt like it was really a catalyst for career transformation.
That's amazing. Okay. That's really, really good. Let's do a Q&A with the rest of the students. I'm sure they have like loads of questions that they want to ask.
Yeah.